Everyone, this is Roman Shersher, your #1 online resource for buying property with your weekly update. Had a lot of stuff going on in these last 2 weeks since we did the last housing update. And first thing I want to talk about briefly is please, guys, remember, if you like this video, please share it with your social media. It lets me know to continue making videos like this. It helps us very much to get this message out. Just tap the share button down below and share it with your friends and family. All right, our current projects, we just closed on that Lake Balboa townhouse. I was able to get my buyers in a very, very competitive situation. I was able to get my buyers still a great deal with a townhouse that they're now renovating before they're moving in. I helped them with a few contractors, one of which they're working with. So I have the connections. If you're looking to buy a house, if you're looking to sell a house, let me help you fix it up correctly. That's what I am. I'm the renovating realtor. And so talk to me. I'm the broker that can help you. Next is the Sherman Oaks listing. So we had this property. We were able to close on it very quickly. We got buyers with multiple offers in because we marketed it correctly. We got an offer that was tens of thousands of dollars above the list price. It's not just that there's a shortage out there. You still have to know how to market it correctly. You still have to know how to negotiate correctly, and you still need to be able to move the buyers up. And so when you got a multiple offer situation, you got to know how to properly get the offers up as high as they can legally. Lastly, in Jacksonville, we have an area called Amelia Island, an area called Fernandina Beach. And we're buying 2 lots there. We're going to split the lots. One lot we're going to sell off. The other lot, it's got a fixer on it. We're going to fix up that lot and we're going to fix up the property on that lot, and we're going to sell the property. Really good investment opportunity. If you're interested, get involved with me. Give me a call. Let me know you want to get in on the Fernandina lots, the Amelia Island lots, the fixer I got over there. I'll be able to share details with you at that point. Let me know you want to get involved and need to make sure you're accredited, but would love to share that information with you. All right, let's get into our content for today. I got some really great content. So first thing I want to talk about is the housing market forecast. So California Association of Realtors came out and adjusted their forecast for 2021. So they're anticipating 458,000 sales in the state of California this year. That's a 11.2% increase year over year. Last year, the percent change was about 3.5%. Keep in mind, that doesn't seem like a big percentage, but keep in mind, 3 to 4 months, we virtually had 0 transactions, just very little transactions, trailing transactions, meaning they started a long time ago. So with 3 months less of sale time, we still sold 3.5% more than the year prior. So big jump. Our median price is forecasted to go up 8% in the state of California. Our housing affordability, because prices have gone up, is going to go down from 32% to 27% is what they're forecasting. And the 30-year fixed rate mortgage is going to go down to an average of about 3%. All right. Next is I want to talk about the hurdles. So not all transactions right now are closing smoothly. And a lot of them are going through significant hurdles in closing and delays, most importantly. About 29% of the transactions out there are facing some kind of delay. And about 6% of them are falling out. So what are the delays? Number one, financing delays. A lot of the buyers today, the buyers are being scrutinized significantly. And so issues where those buyers are obtaining financing, about 22% of the delays are because of that. Next, appraisal issues. Properties are going up. Appraiser is supposed to come in there and assign a value based on comps. Comps that sold are the best comps that are used by appraisers. It carries the most weight. Well, yesterday's sales are going to be less than today's values and today's contracts, and these appraisal issues are getting in the way of smooth closings. 20% of all delays currently in a transaction are based on appraisal issues. You have to know how to navigate this market correctly. It's not so easy to close a deal just because it's a hot market. You have to know how to watch out for this. If you're a seller, there are ways that you can avoid delays and issues like this ahead of time if you're dealing with the right realtor, with the right broker who's got a lot of experience. I've been doing this for 15 years. I know how to watch out for this. Next is the home inspection and environmental issues. About 11% are having inspection issues, environmental issues. So if you're a buyer, I represent a lot of buyers. Buyers specifically want to work with me because I've bought so many properties just for myself, not to mention for my clients. I know how to properly inspect these properties. You have to inspect these fully. You can't just get a general inspection and just assume that if certain things, little things came out of the inspection, that it's no big deal. You have to do the follow-up inspections. If your sink is clogging, your toilet's clogging, if things are not draining correctly, you got to do that sewer inspection. I know it's costly, but you got much bigger problems down the road if you don't do it, and then you get a sewer issue in the future. Those sewer issues could cost $35,000 to $50,000 if it's on the city side of the street. Okay, let's continue. Contingencies stated in the contract and titling and deed issues are another 11 and 6% of the issues and what's causing delays. Title issues, this all could be avoided ahead of time. Contingencies stated in the contract, you have to understand these contingencies once they're put in there, and you will avoid those delays. Contact me. Let me talk to you about how to make sure you don't experience these delays going into transaction. Even if you're working with another realtor, I'd love to help you out. Just give me a ring and let's talk about it. I know a lot of you do, and I appreciate the calls. I love helping. Okay, lastly, let's talk about the sentiment. What do people think is going to happen this year in real estate in California? Number one is 3% more people today think it's a good time to buy a home. 28% as opposed to 25% last month think it's still a good time to buy a home. This is big because housing prices are high, and some people have the sentiment that, you know what, it's going to come down. This shows that no, more people are thinking it's still a good time and the prices are going to continue to go up. Okay. 8% more people this month than last month think that it's going to be harder to find a home. And it is. Right now, there's a lot of bidding wars. There's not a lot of inventory out there. It's harder to get to find a home. And over the next 12 months, 8% more people, 32% of the Californians surveyed think it's going to be harder to find a home over the next 12 months. So it's not going to get any easier, guys. At least that's what you're saying. 55% of all of the people in California believe that the home prices will rise over the next 12 months, 4% more than last month. Interest rates, 38%, 5% more people think that the rates are going to rise, that the rates will go up. My data and the people I'm talking to contradict that slightly. They believe that rates still can fall and they will not rise, especially to where they are right now. They've just taken a big jump. I'll get into that in just a second. All right. And lastly, 8% more people this month than last month think that over the next 12 months, we will have economic recovery and improvement in the state of California. 40% of the people right now think that over the next 12 months, things will get better in the economy and economic conditions overall in the state of California. All right, let's get into our mortgage snapshot. So mortgage rates went up pretty big. 2 weeks ago, when I did this weekly update, the 30-year fixed here was at 3.01. Look at the difference, 3.29. It jumped up 28 basis points. The 15-year went from 2.42 to 2.64. That's a change of 22 basis points. The 30-year FHA jumped huge. It went from 2.45% to 2.85%. The 30-year jumbo didn't move. It was 3.4, and it's still 3.4. But the 5/1 ARM went from 2.26 to 2.6. We're talking about 34 basis points. Big jumps, okay? And the average lender is almost an eighth of a point higher today than it was on the 30-year conventional than just yesterday because of the Fed chairman Powell came out and did not address the recent run-up in longer-term rates, the market saw that as a sign that rates were going to continue increasing, and rates jumped up 1/8 of a point overnight because of that. So we're seeing tremendous increases in mortgage rates in the last month. Rates have gone up almost 1/2 a point in some cases. All right. So thanks for tuning in on our content. Let me talk briefly. Let me give you the quote of the day. The quote this week is by Charles Buxton. He's an English philanthropist and a British politician. His quote is, "You will never find time for anything. If you want the time, you got to make it." I can't tell you how busy I've become in the last year. Business has increased in this industry. I know my heart goes out to those people in the hard hit industries and segments of the economy that were hit hard by the pandemic. My business has boomed, and it's just really hard. I have a lot that I'm working on and a lot of time. I still have to find a lot of time locked up. I still have to find the time for my children. I still have to find the time for the things that are important, but I will not find it. It's not going to come to me. I have to make time for it. May all of you set aside time for those things that are important. We're all burdened these few years, and it's just a tough time. My heart goes out to everyone. I wish you all the best. I want to thank you all for tuning in with me. And remember, please, if you like this video, please help spread the word on the social media. Tap the share button, share it with your friends and family. It really helps get my message out. And please, please, please remember to hit the subscribe button.